Hey guys, I'm here in Kinney County on the US-Mexico border. I wanted to give you guys a real look at what's going on here. So we just arrived at the border and we're going to be spending a little bit of time here with a militia of men who has made it their duty to assist law enforcement in this border crisis. So we are going to be shadowing them, and stay tuned for upcoming uploads. Currently, I just interviewed the sheriff of Kinney County about the migrant border crisis and his take on it, what his law enforcement have been doing, because Border Patrol can only do so much. This is the county next door to Valverde County, which is where Del Rio is located. It is one of the two known big entry points for the illegal border crossings. The other one is the Rio Grande Valley, basically directly south of Houston. Tons of migrants flow through those two areas, Del Rio and Rio Grande, McAllen area. So we are very close to Del Rio right now, and we're going to keep you updated on what's actually going on with migrant crossings here. By the way, the sponsor of my coverage today is the Support the Second Pocket Watch, supportthesecond.com. It's because of the Second Amendment that we as Americans get to keep our rights and not get trampled over like we've seen in a lot of other countries. Support the Second Pocket Watch is a great way to show off your support for the Second Amendment. Best thing about this is that they'll ship you the watch completely for free. You just have to pay for shipping. Supportthesecond.com, support the 2nd.com. Hit the link down below to get that pocket watch for free in the next 24 hours. More than 2 million border encounters happened just in the year 2021 alone, according to Customs and Border Protection, which is an all-time record. It is 500,000 more encounters than 2020 and 2019 combined. Border crossings jumped from 2020 to 21 by about 270%. Giant surge in migration. So far in fiscal year 2022, about 700,000 migrants have tried to cross the border, as I recall. Now, these border encounters, if you look at the CBP, Customs and Border Protection data, about half of the migrants get turned around and sent home, largely under Title 42 right now, which is the U.S. code that says if there's basically a pandemic going on, we got to send you straight home for health reasons. But others are screened for asylum approval, and looking at CBP data, it looks like about 50% of them get allowed into the U.S. So that's kind of a glimpse at what's going on. Monthly border encounters right now are around 160,000 at the U.S. southwest border, which when Biden took office, those numbers were, I think in January of 2021, right as he was getting inaugurated, it was about 70,000 people who had come to the U.S.-Mexico border. So now it's about 160,000 per month. So giant increases, and we are going to be right along with this militia. They gave me this body armor. Guess it's kind of dangerous out here. Cartels and coyotes and all that. So we're going to give you a glimpse in the coming days. But for now, take a listen to what the Kinney County Sheriff and I discussed. So I'm here with Sheriff Brad Coe, Kinney County on the border with Mexico. How bad is the immigration or the migrant crisis where you guys live?
Depends on what your definition of bad is. A couple of my guys went down to the river area, actually along the border. One of them knows the area like the back of his hand, the other one's learning. And in 2 days, they caught 80 Cubans.
In 2 days?
In 2 days. They just went down there to look around, boom, they stumbled across them. So what else is going on out there? All this you see right here, everything on my desk right now is related to human smuggling.
Human smuggling, wow.
And I can show you some numbers real quick if you're interested.
Yeah, I'd love to see. I know you've been trying to deputize some of the citizens, so regular people becoming deputies who can go
We've been trying.
detain migrants.
I mean, we're still looking for the qualified personnel and trying to get some of it done.
So you're currently hiring. That's good to know. So anyone, can someone outside of Kinney County come out and become a deputy, or?
If they're qualified.
Okay.
I mean, look, what we're looking for, what I'm looking for, if we can ever get everything going in the right direction, is somebody that's already a licensed peace officer and somebody that's willing to be deputized or come down here and work for free.
So, that's the job of the federal government, right? To stop the flow of illegal immigration.
It may be immigration itself is part of the federal government's job, but protecting the borders, protecting the county, protecting our citizens falls on me and the state. It's not just a federal deal. And we're basically under siege, and if the feds aren't going to do their job, it's up to the state and up to the counties to defend themselves.
Is there quite a bit of border patrol here in your county, or no?
Oh yeah, we got a ton of border patrol. It's just they're all wrapped up like I said, the 80 Cubans. It takes time to process them, and of course you've got to factor in how many people are working that day, how many people you've got on vacation or time off, or detailed out to other projects, to how many people you can actually put in the field to, in this case, have at the office to process.
So what's this you have up here?
This is kind of, let me see here. Get over. Last year, this is what my guys did. The deputies of Kinney County. We apprehended 1,124 illegal aliens.
Your deputies?
My deputies. Now, it's not counting what Border Patrol got. That's not what counting DPS got. This is what
just last
my
month.
guys are. From January 1 last year to December 31st of last year.
Smugglers and walkers. What's the difference? Smugglers and walkers.
Smuggled are the ones that were actually being smuggled in. Walkers are the ones that we get called in. They're walking up the highway, or they're being seen walking through a ranch that we've apprehended. That's just the way I subdivide them.
Okay.
But smugglers, last year, for 12 months, we did 169. So far this year, let me find them.
You guys have had quite a bit of state funding to deal with this problem, right?
Yeah, so far, last year, what I said, we did 169 smugglers. The first 2 months of this year, we've done 80.
Wow.
So we're at the 50% mark, what we did in 12 months.
Wow.
So,
I mean, what sort of impact does does this migrant crisis have on the citizens of your county? Are these migrants interfering with the lives of your people?
yes, we don't have industry here. This is a rural county. Our primary source of income is either the electrical co-op, the school, or Border Patrol. Those are the three biggest employers. Mm-hmm. They produce, the co-op, yes, they sell electricity. The school teaches our kids. The Border Patrol protects our border. But we have no industry. We produce nothing. Mm-hmm. So it's all agriculture, sheep, cattle, goats. And with the sheep and cattle industry kind of dipping, we rely on hunters to come in from Houston, Fort Worth, Louisiana, to these big game ranches to hunt. They're the ones that keep our restaurants open. They keep the ranches afloat. So if they don't come, we lose. They're tearing up fences faster than they can be replaced.
The migrants are.
Migrants are. They're climbing the fences. They're cutting holes in the fences so that they can pass through your private property. And fence repair is expensive.
Do you have any issues with cartels here?
I'd be a fool if I said that they weren't already here. Mm-hmm. I haven't met them. I haven't seen them, but I know they're here. I mean, just by what we're seeing in the brush, what we're seeing out in the field, what we're seeing with the number of smuggling cases, yeah, it's all cartel driven.
Oh wow.
I mean, when you start catching smugglers out of Oklahoma and Louisiana, there's an issue.
So, is there any end in sight to this issue, this problem?
Yeah, maybe next presidential election, if we can flip the House and the Senate, maybe. But until then, we're on our own. And Ted Cruz is the first one that told us. Of course, we've talked to everybody and their mother, But Ted Cruz told us, guys, you're on your own. Until we can flip the House or the Senate, you're on your own.
Well, Biden just said in his State of the Union, we got to secure the border.
But he didn't specify which border. He didn't say if it was the Mexican border or if it was the Ukrainian border. He said we got to secure a border, but he didn't specify. And with his policies in place, that's what's fueling all of this. I mean, I was with the Border Patrol for 31 years, and around election time, we'd always see an increase, or depending on who was running, what the party line was, but nothing like this. I mean, we'd go years and catch maybe 1 or 2, 3 Cubans, but catch 80 in 2 days, something wrong.
Yeah.
Something definitely wrong.
Well, thank you so much.
So,
And
not a
best
problem.
of luck.